The great thing about the course that I enjoyed was that it encompassed everything. I came into the course with no knowledge of forestry whatsoever, and I learnt everything literally from the ground up. We learnt all the science of soils and working through everything all the way through to supply chain and through to selling the wood domestically and overseas. And so I got a huge broad spectrum of knowledge about forestry from woe to go, really.
I've always wanted to be in forestry. Didn't always want to be a labourer. Wanted to move up the ladder a little bit, and Waiariki helped me do that.
I spent 19 years in logging, 11 years with cable haulers, about 6 years with ground base and road line operations, and 2 years with 3 different helicopters doing the heli logging.
So this is all export wood, it's all going off to the Port of Tauranga. We send out 5 trains a day, running 24/7, and approximately 6,000 tonnes a day comes in and out. So every log is scaled, is measured, the small end is measured across two diameters, and so that's all performed on the train.
Studying at Waiariki, I got good exposure to all the software that forest management companies use, ArcGIS and GeoMaster and things like that, which is really important to take that next step, because the computer stuff now is such a big part of the job that you need to be pretty competent with what you're doing.
I'd heard lots of good things about it, and I spoke to a few people that studied here and they really enjoyed it, so I thought it's local as well, and I'd give it a go, and I really liked it. With the forestry diploma, it offers a lot of practical aspects as well, so you get to go out in the field and actually see operations, and you get a better understanding when you've got that kind of insight.
It's got some of the country's best tutors. Some of the equipment we use is industry leading. It's a 2-year commitment. It's not always the easiest. It can be quite hard sometimes, but it's definitely worth it in the long run, and the opportunities from studying are endless. Yeah.
So I done a logging course when I was about 18 years old through Waiariki, and after completing that course I went to work, and a tutor contacted me asking me if I'd be interested in doing the diploma in forest management. So after consulting my dad and talking to a few other forestry workers that I knew, they advised me to get a couple of years under my belt on the ground, get a bit of respect out of the guys and just learn what I was talking about.
When you go out in the field and meet different people on different operations, you meet people and create like a bit of a networking system, and that's sort of how I got my job, my summer job. People think that it's just chopping down trees and that's it, but there's so much more to it, like the science and everything else behind forestry in general.
Having the ability to use mobile phones and tablets and obviously using the computers a lot more can improve accuracy and improve the supply chain in general, make things a lot more efficient, to make things quicker and easier for people to use as well. So we're always trying to look forward. I got that good base of knowledge from the course that I understand where the wood is coming from. A lot of people who might be in the supply chain know about their specific area of the supply chain, but they don't necessarily understand where the wood has come from and all of the steps in the chain. From Waiariki, we learnt everything from the start, so I understand the processes that actually happen before the wood gets to my yard.
The biggest scare for me was whether I would have been up to it academically, leaving school at 15. A bit daunting at first, particularly the report writing, but after writing 2 or 3 reports and an essay or 2 and getting feedback from tutors and even other people on the course that are, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. So after the first few, it wasn't so bad, and a lot of it's just factual stuff, so you've got a question there and you're going to find an answer for it and you write it down.
It's been a big part of my family. since before I was born, and it just ended up being a natural path for me to take.
The tutors are really knowledgeable and keen to share their information. Overall, I feel like they gave me more than just a diploma. You know, they've given me my perception on just life has changed. They've given me values that I can adapt and put to use in my personal life. Absolutely recommend it. Yeah, just especially to like ex-bushmen like myself, who spent a lot of years in logging and that, and just feel like a change. Then yeah, their knowledge and that they bring with them from harvesting would be a great benefit to them here, and they'd further develop that knowledge by coming here and doing the diploma program.